Good morning. Right. Good morning.
Look who I got back here with us, ladies and gentlemen. I only had to pay him $200 to show up today.
I wish you could Venmo me, man. All right. I mean, Bryce and I were just chatting before we pushed the live button. I'm just not very confident. I'm just going to be honest in pretty much anything today. There's not really a multi-day setup that's super good. And if you watch a lot of these, like those are the ones that I'm most confident in is when it's a really strong multi-day setup. There's movers, but they all just feel 50-50 to me.
Wait, this is funny. Tactical Trading literally said the same thing. Been gun shy this morning for some reason. Yeah, I think that it's like the market feels, I mean, not in a bad way, just like different than it's felt the last couple of weeks. Not good, not bad. Just a lot of big gap downs this morning, then a lot of big gap ups that aren't holding well. It's just follow through has been a little strange is all.
Yeah, and I think the news this morning overall was just weaker too. We had so many, it's an APLT, so many huge gap downs. Like this had data that came out. It was bad data. News is really bad, so it's down 50%. IBOT, I mean, this one's down 80%. Cala, I think, is down 90%. They're all the same thing, all just biotechs that came out with bad trial news today. So interesting to see for sure.
Yeah. Which, I mean, that alone, I feel like seeing that many stocks doing that today can ruin a little bit of confidence. Like it's not, except DFLI is definitely I think my favorite. We're going to talk about these.
You want to talk about that one? Run through.
But before we start talking, I do just want to read a comment here. Wick Tickler said, my wife said she wanted more excitement in our marriage, so I showed her a chart of a low float short squeeze and cooked breakfast with a flamethrower, and now she's mad. I just can't win. Listen, if she's not happy with you cooking breakfast with a flamethrower, I think it's okay for you guys.
Or breakfast in general. That's a luxury.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Regardless how you cook it. Listen, Wick Tickler, I think you got to just 2 or 3 hours of separation this morning. You know, everyone calm down and then go back, you know, maybe make lunch with like a lighter or something. You don't need a full flamethrower. All right. Anyways, this morning, DFLI is probably my favorite watch this morning. It's our closest thing to a multi-day move. Can you go to the daily chart real quick? We've got an actual breakout in our hands. We've been running from about 30 cents. We're up to 60 cents, about 70 cents. We're up a little over 100% over the last couple of days. Good volume. It doesn't feel too overextended. Breaking out of a pretty key level here. My expectation on this, and this is just something I try not to predict too much because I don't want that to be what guides me to take a trade, but I do like to kind of have an idea in my head, a picture of what I could see happening. When we gap up through a multi-day breakout level, it doesn't generally just keep running right out of the gates. They normally get a little bit choppy, kind of out of the open, let themselves establish levels. They can pull harder than expected and also rip farther than you think. So this isn't probably something I'll just hammer right out of the gates since we're gapping up through that multi-day breakout level. I'll let it establish levels first. I'd rather, again, we say this just about every day, I'd rather be late and right than early and wrong on a chart that does have a lot of potential to run. Because again, I know these pulls can get a little bit more saucy than you might think. A lot of times too, I've found some of the gap up breakouts where they break out through a gap. They actually tend to just be an afternoon trade altogether. So I'm just going to stay patient, sit on my hands, but this definitely is my top watch for today. It's just really a matter of what are we doing right? If we push really hard right out of the gates, I think it's going to need a lot more time to set up. If it just kind of consolidates, maybe a light dip down to like 60 cents. You got to remember, right? If you're looking at this intraday chart here, you'll see after hours yesterday, that dip was really weird because it broke every support level from the day before. So that could have trapped a lot of shorts theoretically, or it could have gotten a lot of longs selling out of that position. Even though it wasn't a ton of volume, that's just a strange action. So I'm just going to let this chart tell me what it wants to do rather than think of what I think it wants to do.
Yeah, only thing I add is decent news on this one. Again, it's classic penny stock news, but they put IBM in the headline. So you've got a loose tie to a big company too, which is historically some really good news. And then ripping through all the others, IBG outside of DFLI might be my favorite. Big runner on this one. I think this was last Monday. Since then, it's pretty much faded off. And now we're looking for like a little first green day pop style trade on it. So gapping up a little bit here today. There's not really any news, and the volume's not great, which are 2 knocks against it. But it's definitely got room to run, at least I think to the low 4s. So we'll see if that can set up. Overall, I think just a lower risk trade because, again, it's that first green day style move. So just going to wait and see. And then the rest, I have all these day one gappers that I really just can't get a read on much. Zura's the biggest company out of all of them. Really nice breakout on Friday. I never would have traded that, but really strong gap up here today. Again, I'm not seeing any news on this one, but good daily chart. And it's a larger company, so I expect it to kind of be more trendy than anything else. DWTX was one of our big morning runners here. I can't remember the news on this one. Some royalty-free license, some cancer, something. So some biotech thing. And obviously already ran. It's pulled back a ton. So best case scenario, I'm kind of expecting like a pop and drop on this thing. But it is a low float. So just gonna kind of wait and see. RDHL, another biotech, similar notes. Good run, but it's already faded like 50%. So I feel like odds of it continuing are definitely lower. POAI is the latest one that is a crazy move, and these just make me laugh. Like it's a biotech company. They're trying to raise $300 million to do something, buy, I think, crypto. I can't believe after 6 months or so, crypto PRs are still a thing. Especially, I saw a tweet, I think it was Friday. The SEC is like investigating all these crypto treasury people because I think there's a lot of insider trading around it. So like crazy. Either way, this is now faded like 60% from highs. So I do think probably low odds that it continues at this point, even though it's low flow SSR. It's just we've seen this PR literally 1,000 times at this point, and I think the effectiveness of it is kind of starting to fade off. And then MSS, same thing. Crypto treasury for WorldCoin, low float, monster move. This one's pulled back, again, like 40% or so from highs. So out of all of them, MS to me screams the one that has the highest likelihood to run because there's not really any dilution on that stock. But again, you just got to not predict, react. And so far, it seems to be fading pretty good. So,
yeah.
So I did see someone brings up Tillray. I don't love any of those charts, but I saw a ton of weed stocks kind of pop up and hit scan this morning. I didn't see any news around marijuana and weed, but CGC, Tillray, IBG, this used to be a weed stock too, or maybe it still is. But I'm not sure what's going on with that. Definitely a lot of pops there for whatever reason. And that's it, folks. Definitely for me is a sit on. Oh, thank you, Jason. Trump had a post about CBD. That makes sense.
Yep, that'll do it.
For the
Trump made comments about old folks taking CBD.
Get all them old folks high. Put the marijuana dispensaries next to the nursing homes.
Dude, the nursing homes would be lit. It would be crazy. Can you imagine if they're all just rolling up J's in there and just getting crazy baked? That'd be nuts.
Oh, that'd be wild. Someone has JFB. That's another day one gapper. That's pretty much exactly the same thoughts I've had on all the others. JFB.
Yeah.
Which is, it's more of a day two. The big move was after hours Friday, but again, it's given back like 50% of those gains so far. So overall, it just feels like, stuff's popping. People are chasing crap, but doesn't look super bullish. Let's put it that way. So with all of them, I can guarantee you something. At least one of them is going to run. I just have no idea which one it is. So kind of going to have to wait and see which one sets up. So we're going to be flipping through a bunch of charts, try and figure it out.
I hear Matt trades high every day.
Have you ever traded high? I would not recommend. It's like trading drunk. Like, why would you do that? Would you drive drunk?
That is a great analogy. If you wouldn't do it while driving, you shouldn't do it while trading.
We shouldn't drive and trade either, though. I would
Exactly. Oh, well,
maybe it's a double negative, so it's a positive.
Yeah, it's a double negative, so it cancels itself out. That's true.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, let's see what happens. That's all I gotta say. To recap, in case you're just hopping on, because the market's about to open, MSS, I do think is probably the highest potential day one. IBG, I'd give this a B, maybe even a B minus potential for screen day. But we do have that Trump CBD news. And I think DFLI is probably the best multi-day chart that is setting up.
Unfortunately, I still think this is a B plus DFLI. I feel like it's a B plus right now. I don't know if it makes its way into A category. We had some degenerates in this chat.
Yeah, we did. Tactical trading made $1 million. He claims it blazed.
That's funny.
That's a great comment too.
Garth says that's what I'm doing now.
Why not start your day with a J? Who needs coffee?
I was gonna say you can use caffeine. That's what I do, but I feel like
caffeine, marijuana, they're interchangeable.
Yeah, something like that. I think they make that infused with coffee. What a weird. It's an upper and a downer both at the same time.
It was like the alcoholic coffees too, upper and downer at the same time.
Yeah,
exactly. Espresso martini or something.
It's probably good for like an hour, and then you're like, I have no idea what's happening anymore. But
tactical. Ashwagandha, man.
Oh my God, that's
crazy. We'll see. That's pretty wild.
Well, we definitely just like segmented a group of this chat. There are some people that are like, they're sitting.
Yeah. Some people are like, I gotta get off this live stream. All right. Sitting on my hands here. I told you that's my game plan pretty much, and waiting. See which one of these pops. Because there's bound to be one, folks.
Yes, there is. What a fade on POAI. That is nuts. And
yeah,
I mean, honestly, MSS is just dipping too.
Which one?
MSS. They're both just not able to even put in a pop here yet. I bet one of these has a pretty gnarly bounce. I'm leaning a little bit more towards MSS. Probably having a nice bounce. I wouldn't want to buy highs on it though, and I hate dip buying things that are down like this. But it just kind of had that fake support break of 350. Like, wouldn't shock me if we try to get some juice on one of them. He's got the juice.
Let's see. Overall, not much popping here. More death than anything. DWTX, pretty hard pull. POAI just getting absolutely crushed.
Nuts.
MSS kind of the same thing. IBG just no volume, so.
I just keep reading this chat. We're just getting more people opening up here. Nothing like a Monster and a Xanax to start your day.
I like it.
Microdosing mushrooms always brightens my day. Ashwagandha is healthy, bro. It's a natural testosterone booster. It calms you down. I love it. Listen. I'm
not here to judge. I'm
not here to judge at all. Trust me. Believe me, I'm the last person that's going to judge anything. Other than Wall Street Bets, I do judge them. They're like a group of addicts who are. Listen, I'd rather see someone doing some crazy stuff than just YOLOing their entire life savings into probably 99% of Wall Street Bet stocks. But every now and then you hit an open, and you become a hero. Speaking of, what's open up to? 850s.
It's pulling back too, man. I'm just seeing a lot of stuff pulling back here.
Yeah. Y'all must be therapists this morning. We're therapists every morning for Wick Tickler.
I still haven't seen his wife. I want to see Mrs. Wick tomorrow. That's username.
Yes.
I want to see her hop in. Dude, the POAI is just crazy.
Dude, even MSS that couldn't hold the dip. I mean, POI is definitely a harder fade, but
IBG, I think I'm gonna have to give up on the idea just because there's absolutely no volume on it.
it's just, yeah, that's unfortunate. Man, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, whoa, Fofo. Again, we were talking about this on Friday. These are just ones I love to watch. Never actually trade, but just these are like my fun. Give them a watch and see what happens. Fofo is up to like $70. I'm trying to get around one of it's like pulling teeth on a pit bull. I've actually never pulled teeth on a pit bull before, so I can't tell you what that's like, but I'm going to assume it's not easy.
Probably not. Would not recommend. Oh.
Anyway,
all these, I think that DWTX is the strongest for sure. But even that, man, you just got so much resistance overhead.
I know. Today is a day of patience.
Yeah. Patience indeed. That's why the commentary is good.
I know. Listen, well, on days where we wait.
All right. Someone says, would I see a potential trade on C-Jets? Well, I haven't looked at that chart, so let me see.
That was an okay multi-day chart setup, but it's oh, I'm thinking ORIS. Never mind.
Yeah, I mean C-Jet, I don't think it's ready. I kind of see what you're seeing over potential breakout over the 34 highs. Yeah, I just don't think we're ready for it. If we curl up over the next day or two, kind of get over 25 or near 25, I definitely could see that breakout. But for now, you're just too far at the bottom of the range for me to be super interested.
Yeah, like I know traders that do okay trading like this, like buying at the lows on a multi-day consolidation. The thing is, like, one, you got to swing them. Two, you got to understand you're probably only going to win like 10 to 20% of your trades. You're just cutting losses really quickly if it doesn't work. I just don't have that kind of patience.
Someone says NUAI.
Yeah, I saw that. It's kind of an inside day right now.
Yeah, I just think it's already run up a ton, and you've got yesterday's resistance. Not to say it can't run. Certainly could. There's just a really big bidder there too. I think at a 216 maybe.
Yeah, I just wouldn't bet on. For me personally, like, I'm not betting on today being the day for that. But I see what you're seeing there too. Good one to keep an eye on.
See what this DWTX does. DFLI just creeping towards highs too.
I know, yeah. Oh, or breaking them. IBG popping through high a day, popping right into VWAP there. Getting a little bit more volume, 100,000 shares on that candle, but really widespread.
MSS just getting smoked.
Dude, nuts. Crazy action this morning. Just nothing, or not crazy, just no real good trade.
Yeah, man. Yeah, this IBG, just the volume's not there.
Yeah.
DeFi definitely was the best one here.
Yeah, but like, I mean, maybe that entry there at like 75 cents. It's just, I wouldn't want to buy that out of the open. I will say it's good. It's proving its strength right now. I don't love the minute by minute volume's okay, but I'm not loving the volume on this quite yet.
I just keep calling him Hey Mitch. It's not his name, but close enough. Do you guys trade daily candle setups or more one-day runners? Honestly, both, but the confidence in a trade is exponentially higher on those big, as you say, daily candle or multi-day setups, because you just have so much support build up. You have a bigger picture. You know, stocks that set up and take a long time to set up usually do the best, versus day ones. Definitely can run, but more of a coin flip in my opinion.
Well, and as you always say, time is the best indicator. So the longer it takes to set up for a breakout, the better that breakout should be in theory.
DWTX playing some games.
Oh my God, MSS is about to halt down. That is insane.
Crazy, bro. This DVLT definitely through 140 is interesting.
I was telling Matt, this reminds me a lot of IXHL.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really choppy. I don't think buying breakouts is the move on this for me, anyways. But like there's no denying it's holding up really well. And it's not. I mean, unlike IXHL, it's not a biotech. So I mean, they're probably not going to release failed drug trials. I was getting in, if for whatever reason my girlfriend's sister watches this stream, I want to keep this conversation going. I was getting in an argument with her yesterday on the phone. She's like, I don't believe in trading. And I was like, what? And she was like, I read an article that says monkeys can trade the same. Like, have you seen that article where like,
no.
Oh, dude, it's crazy. This is like an actual article. Like they put a monkey on a computer and it outperformed like the average trader on Wall Street. And I was like, that's your only evidence? And we just got in a long talk about it. It's interesting. It's always interesting hearing like other people's kind of perceptions about the market and about trading. Because you guys who are here every day obviously see the potential, but like when all you do is, read an internet post about like someone losing their entire life savings, and it's like, it's crazy how that perception can change.
Yeah. Here's the facts. Most traders fail because they just treat it like it's Las Vegas, man.
Yep.
It really is that simple.
The strongest argument I feel like that I was going to say that I've heard, but like, I think it's a pretty common statement at this point. It's like the markets do change like in a slight, markets aren't always the same. They're cyclical, but like markets are driven on human emotion or human psychology. And that doesn't change. That's been the same for thousands of years. So it's like, in a way, it's predictable. It's like when most people do one thing, if you want to make money in the market, you got to do the opposite, because most people lose. Most people do the same thing. So you just want to be on the other side of it. We talk about this a lot, right? When a stock has like a fake breakdown, a low a day, we saw it in two different examples together on Friday, right? Remember when LAC had that fake low a day break? It tried to bounce on a lot of volume and it slammed back down, and that's where the real move came. And then I think we saw the same thing on NUAI, where it broke high a day, faked out, slammed. I literally was like, high a day is probably the easiest buy here. I think we got off stream, and like 5 minutes later, it curls back around and rips. Same exact idea.
Nice little move here.
CAN?
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't remember.
I don't love that daily chart.
This is an oldie. I just can't remember if it's crypto or weed.
It's weed, I think.
I think it's crypto.
Really?
But it's also Chinese.
Oh.
I think.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it's
you
a
might be right.
computer hardware company from China.
Oh. What is wasn't there one that's kind of like CAN? Is it CAN B?
Might be CAN double N.
Maybe that's what it is. No.
Which is a really shitty.
Oh, yeah. No, that might have been it from a long time ago. Did you see Lucas's post about the quantum stocks?
No.
It was interesting. Things like Bank of America or Goldman Sachs. Here, I'm going to see if I can find it. Basically, one of the big banks was like, by 2030, Goldman Sachs or whoever estimates the quantum computing space to be a $4 billion industry. And Lucas went and put out all of the current valuations of the quantum stocks right now. And hold on, I'm going to find it right here. IONQ 22 billion currently, QBTS 10 billion, RGTI 10 billion, QUBT 3.5 billion. And Bank of America says that they believe that the quantum computing market can be worth $4 billion by 2030. It's very interesting. Just interesting that, like, I mean, obviously we all know that those are some crazy bubble type moves, but like, how much higher can they go already? You know, these could become multi-billion dollar companies. Very interesting. DFLI looking kind of like a fake pre-market high breakout there. That was a really hard pull off of that high day break. I mean, almost straight back down to low a day.
Yeah. Someone says I'm out sitting on my hands. I don't think that's a bad idea.
Not at all.
IBG just never really got any volume. DWTX kind of struggling. It's like stuck in this little channel though.
Yeah, I feel like DWTX is one where it could still set up. I'm not losing faith in this one yet.
It looks like RDHL is trying to pop a little, but like these are all just like little pops, you know. Definitely not much momentum overall.
DVLT pulling pretty strong there. I think DVLT is still good, just probably not today.
We got a rip on Tillray, eh?
Tillray, eh?
Is this a breakout? Ooh, this could become my top watch of the day.
Whoa, that's a chart.
Yeah.
Huh. Great volume today, too, so far. It's outperforming its average volume already in the first 15 minutes of the day. I already know I'm going to ask the question. Do you take into consideration average daily volume? I don't actually know what the real average daily volume is. I just know that it's like what it's been trading last 2-3 weeks. It's already done that today.
Yeah, and that's a really good daily chart. Tillray, big company, slow mover, fat flow.
Those are ones that are easier to build into a position throughout the day, just buying in on dips. That's a really nice move.
I agree. I'm gonna kind of just wait for this, I think, to break out later.
Yeah, it just had
let it prove it can hold.
Yeah. 156 was the breakout level, 155 breakout level. So we broke out over that slightly. Yeah, that's nice. That's a top watch. Yeah, whoever brought that up, thank you. By the way, I just want to say, I see a lot of people in here, just sitting on their hands, being patient, not forcing trades. Love that. I feel like today is one of those days where that can be a huge, huge benefit. Just not trying to get over aggressive, and definitely one of the areas. I mean, if anything else, on days like these, where there's just not anything kind of A+ setting up. Like I always say, one of our jobs is really to just kind of get your eyes on some of the best tickers. And if there's a day where, it's a slower day and we can just help you avoid a bad trade, glad you're here.
Oh, Hefe. Yeah, you get the shout out for Tillray. I do think probably not going to get a trade on this stream with it, but definitely a very, very nice watch.
How's Neg doing? I haven't checked into my baby girl in a long time. Actually, holding up a lot better than I'd expect. That's probably a big picture short soon, but definitely held up. What's his name? Martin Shranklink or something?
Shrelly, maybe?
Shrelly. I think it's Shrelly. Skrelly, something like that. He nice short by him on that one, I'll say. Yeah, I didn't realize that guy like our age.
I don't know. Everyone makes fun of him. I don't know his backstory, but lately he's been a lot more right than wrong.
Yeah, I would completely agree. He's he's got pretty solid ideas. But again, they're all on the short side. Who are the biggest short reports out there now? Citron used to be one of them, but now they just kind of pump stuff now.
I think they're mostly long.
Yeah, they're long like some crap stocks. They'll pump like $100 million market cap, like 5-cent stock all the time now. It's funny. NUAI, kind of trying to do the same thing it did Friday, where it's like kind of that so far looks like a fake high day breakout. Yeah, I don't love the daily chart here, but
yeah, I don't love the daily chart, but trending nice. There's no denying it, even though it faked high day. I'm about to put my foot in my mouth, I think, but 215 I think is the level.
If we get under there, not a huge fan. I also don't know. I mean, like, part of the reason the fake high day break that led to a real high day break, I think, worked so well on Friday is because it was a breakout day. This isn't a breakout day. I'm not quite as convicted in this one as I would have been on Friday. But again, I hope it makes me put my foot in my mouth.
Tillray, good hold. Again, I don't think I'm probably going to get traded live on the stream with this, but pretty much, I mean, this is just a textbook breakout. It's got a good catalyst, that Trump tweet. Technically, the breakout is 155, which is literally exactly where we are right now. So I got a line at 150. Pretty much, I'm just hoping, let it run as high as it goes. Hopefully, it doesn't go too far, and then just wait for the sideways consolidation. It's a slow-moving stock, so I think it's going to be an all-day trender, or at least that's what I'm hoping for. DFLI still holding up decent.
It's holding up okay.
And then POAI, I know, halted up, but to me, that's just a recipe for a slam back.
How's DWTX doing?
I think just kind of broke this little trend it was holding and fading off. Really not that much volatility, to be honest.
Dude, have you seen gold recently?
I know gold's been on a monster move, bro.
New highs.
New highs today?
Yeah, GLD. Look at that gap up.
Sheesh.
Dude.
Yeah, the 1-year chart on gold is pretty
insane.
Yeah. And this is the ETF again, but that like 320-ish breakout was pretty nuts.
Yeah. Just craziness.
Yeah, POAI I think it even basically opened sideways. Tillray, he might be the one that saves my day.
I have faith. I want to dip on this.
On Tillray? Yeah, no, me too.
Would love to see a dip to like 150.
Not chasing because I need some better support, some better risk levels.
Yeah.
RDHL just kind of popped. I think that was kind of into VWAP and died too. Yeah, more or less the theme of the day right now. Come on, DFLI. Danny says lack tanking. Yeah.
Is it?
This had some weird.
Ooh.
Yeah, this had some weird action Friday too.
That is brutal.
DFLI, you don't want to give us a trade? Come on.
Yeah, I think under 70. I'm not loving that for the morning at least.
Feels like it's just a Tillray kind of day, man.
Yep. Hey, I'm not gonna complain about it. There is sometimes something nice about having just one ticker to kind of focus on throughout the day, not be in 20 different positions, and just I like to go out and enjoy the day on a day like today.
Yeah. I mean, look, rare earth metals is definitely quite an energy, quite the trend lately. Oklo obviously was kind of the sketchiest one of them all, but you got Lu, which has gone on a crazy move this year too, from like $50 to 300, which is crazy. POAI just straight back down. Nice. Someone says ISPC. I know that chart was holding up. The volume's pretty crappy. Was holding up till Friday.
And UAI?
Look at that POAI gross, just hold down. And UAI is a hard trader, man. Wicks to the upside, wicks to the downside.
Definitely choppy. No, I don't have a lot of conviction and trust in it.
Yeah. I mean, from a daily chart perspective, I'm definitely more bearish, I think, than bullish.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, even the intraday, the wicks to the upside are definitely, well, I was just say they're stronger than the wicks to the downside. That's not really true either, though.
No, dude. Yeah, it's just kind of wicky each way.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Tillray, again, I think is my top watch. And while we see what Tillray does, we're going to do our usual shout out to Tradefunder. So,
hell yeah, we are.
Guys, do your thing, man.
Course. Guys, as you all know, we're here with the partnership between Tradefunder and Stocks to Trade. Me and Matt are part of Stocks to Trade, trading education company. We've been helping build up traders now for over a decade, or right around there. And again, the reason that Tradefunder has partnered up with us is largely because we produce some of the best traders in this community. And Tradefunder is a fully funded trading account, so they're going to get you access to trading capital that, well, otherwise you probably, if you have a smaller account, would not be able to get access to without years of grinding to build up your account. So basically the way it works is we're going to be dropping a link here in the chat momentarily, where you're going to be able to go and click on that button. And as soon as you do, you'll actually be brought to a discounted page for Tradefunder to get access to a fully funded trading account. Normally, they're going to ask you for about $1,400 to go into that account plus a $99 platform fee. But since they know that folks who show up to this stream are, putting in that work and they hope that you're more likely to be successful, they're actually going to get you access to a pretty big discount. It's going to be about $600 off of the normal pricing, which is really awesome. So you'll click that link, you'll scroll down, it'll walk you through all kind of the regulations, the rules. They basically have risk management principles in place, not just to protect them, but really to protect you. Risk management obviously is like the number one reason that most traders fail. So they figure that if they can help you be successful in that way and also protect themselves at the same time, it's a win-win situation. So your deposit into this Tradefunder account is going to be $800 plus that $99 platform fee. Now, this is great because you're going to be getting access to $25,000 worth of capital to trade with. You'll be able to freely trade. If you're using a small account, you'll be able to take way bigger positions than you could if you're trading a $2,000 or $3,000 account, which, to be completely honest with you, has kind of been the theme of really the last couple of weeks. Some of the best trades have been slower moving stocks, more expensive stocks. A stock like Tillray, me and Matt are watching this as our top watch today. The truth is, this probably is not going to be a trade that runs like 100%. This might be a trade that from our entry runs 15, 20, 30%. So, on a smaller account, that's still good. But if you're trading like $2,000 and you put your entire account into a trade like that, maybe in best case scenario, you make, $300 or $400. If you're able to use a $25,000 account, that's a trade that might have the potential to be thousands of dollars in profit with a bigger account. So I want you to click on that link, see if this is a good fit for you and where you're at in your trading right now. One of my favorite parts about Tradefunder for kind of the everyday average trader who just needs access to more capital is that while your deposit into the account is $800, the max loss you can take for yourself is only that $800, but Tradefunder is going to give you up to $3,750 worth of total drawdown because they know that $800 isn't all that much. So they'll give you a little bit of wiggle room. really, if you've got even a $2,000 account, you can only lose $2,000. If you're using Tradefunder, you can lose up to $3,750, and all you have to put in is $800. So really great risk management just in terms of your own capital as well.
Yeah.
And kind of think of this like your starter account, right? They're going to watch you and they want to make sure that you're going to be a consistent trader. You're putting in that work. If you're only going for home runs and that's all you want to do, I'm going to be honest, this probably isn't for you. This is for the trader who wants to be consistent, ideally making money day in and day out. Once you hit that $15,000 profit goal, they're going to reach out to you and see if you want to get access to a bigger account. And it's in both your best interest and theirs, because obviously you want to make money. Second of all, they want you to make money. They have one of the best profit splits in the game. It's 80-20 profit split, which for a prop firm is great. Most prop firms I've seen, it's more like a 60-40 or a 70-30. So Tradefunder with an 80-20 is phenomenal. So if you make 10 grand, you'll get to keep 8,000 of it. Tradefunder will get to keep that other $2,000. And obviously their goal is for you to be trading with a bigger account. Because listen, if you're one of those traders who ends up getting access to like $1 million account, which Tradefunder does have traders using $1 million account. I know we've got traders in our community who have told us they're using a $100,000 account now too. They want to see you making that money so that you can go out there and start making them more money as well. But Matt, I don't know if there's anything I'm missing here that you want to go over as well. The last thing I'll say before I hand it over to Matt is go ahead and just click on that link, see if it's a good fit for you. That's the only way you're going to know. I can't answer every question for you, but Tradefunder certainly can. Their support's great. You can reach out to them with any other questions that you have. Their contact is down at the bottom of the screen once you click on that link.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, all I got to add is with a small account, if you're a small account trader, you've got $800. There really is not a better opportunity out there than Tradefunder. Their support's great too. I know someone in the chat was having a little support issue. Just reach out to them. They're fantastic and they can help. But with the pattern day trader rule, with all the hoops you have to jump through as a trader, they really make it very, very simple for you to get started, which is just a huge benefit. $800, you get that fully funded trading account. You can go over there. You have $100,000 in buying power on a stock like Tillray, which is just a slow mover, right? If that sets up, and we'll talk about it before we leave, it allows you to, get a reasonable position size. And then even if it just moves 10%, that can become a very, very meaningful gain. Okay. So beautiful opportunity. Again, I think it's great for new traders. I think it's great for traders who maybe are struggling and maybe they want to even test out some strategies, or maybe you're just trading in your part-time and you don't want to go risk all of your money. Well, Tradefunder is that perfect opportunity for you there. So go take a look at that link. I've dropped it in the chat. I'm happy to drop it again. Review it, see if it's a good fit. I know there's a lot of traders that are having some good success with it, and I encourage it. I use Tradefunder. I think it's even a great addition if you already got a great account, because, I mean, why not, right? If someone's going to give you some money to trade with, why not take advantage of it? So that's all available with that link. And again, that's the reason we're here. So I do want everyone to just review, click it, see if it's a good fit. Before we go, I will give a quick rundown of Tillray. And Bryce, if you've got any stock you're watching, feel free to mention it too. Kind of drew my lines a little bit already, but I'm just not rushing into this one. I do think it has very strong potential to be an all-day runner. All-day trender is probably a better word. It's going to be a slow-moving stock. So I want to see it prove that it's going to hold this. At the moment, it's kind of 50-50 if it's going to give back that 150 breakout or not. And for me, I'm cool if it goes to 145 or so, as long as it comes back. And I'd be looking to buy that breakout in the afternoon or maybe midday to potentially capture that trend. So Tillray is definitely going to be my main focus, and a great trader, again, for that Tradefunder account out there.
100%. I don't really have much more to add. Tillray, I think, is the main watch of the day. I don't have anything that I'm really. DFLI, honestly, DFLI is holding up a lot better than I would have thought out of the gates here. So, I mean, that's going to turn into a top contender. But as I mentioned, this is not really my favorite stock for a move right now. I see this being choppy. It already is acting a little bit choppy, kind of fake breakdown, fake breakout, wicks to both sides. I want to try to keep my trading as simple as possible today. So Tillray is going to be my main focus. DFLI maybe later into the day if we can kind of hold our low day, hold in between this range here. But I think Tillray is the main focus for me personally.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, I see we got some newcomers today. So if that is you, definitely show up again tomorrow. We'll be back. Bit of a slower day. That happens sometimes. it's important on days like today, you just don't do anything stupid. You take a one good trade if it's there. If it's not, the market's always there. There's always going to be trades. So don't sweat it.
100%.
All right, everybody. Go to that link. We'll be back tomorrow. Thanks for hopping on.
Later.